Hey guys, I hope you're doing great. So I noticed something very interesting today and I wanted to share it with you because I feel like there's a lesson that we can all learn from that. So as you guys know, I have followed the GAPS diet last year, and then since then I have introduced new foods into my nutrition. And so I have been eating gluten-free bread for a few months now. And so all of my sources of carbs have been sweet potato and brown rice, and it's been really going great with that, and I'm not really missing out on any other forms of carbs. I rarely have regular potatoes, but when I do, it's usually fine. But I have been staying away from wheat and other forms of flours. So what happened was this week I wanted to get my gluten-free bread, but I couldn't find it at the store or anywhere else. It's like all of the stores were running out of my favorite brand, and they didn't even have any other alternatives, so it was just one brand there. So what I did was I was like, well, maybe I should just go with like the healthiest version of bread I can find. So I was looking and I found that like this product here, I found this bread, and it was organic, it was non-GMO, it was sprouted grains. I had a couple slices 2 days ago and I had stomach ache right after, and I honestly didn't know if it was like what was causing the stomach ache. I honestly just felt maybe I was stressed out or I didn't have enough water, so I was drinking more water. And then what happened was I had a slice in the afternoon and the same thing happened. And then this morning I had another slice, and then boom, again, the pain. So I was able to exactly pinpoint what was causing that, and I know that's like it's cause and effect, right? So I'm eating the bread and then I'm getting this pain like immediately after, like a few minutes after my stomach starts hurting. So I decided that, you know what, I'm just not gonna eat it anymore, and then I'm just gonna wait until I get my gluten-free bread. And so the reason I'm sharing with you this is because it's so important to be mindful of what you're putting into your body, and it's also super important to have that strong mind-body connection, because without that it's almost impossible to know what you're doing is affecting you. So, and that doesn't only apply to food, it also applies to the exercises you're doing, the flawed movement patterns you're engaging in every single day that are causing you pain, and everything else in life. So if you're having an issue, you want to really look close to all of the things that you're doing on a daily basis, and especially around the times when you're experiencing the pain, be it like pain from food or from certain movements that you're doing or postures that you're engaging in. So if you're really having trouble pinpointing exactly what is causing a certain thing, what I like to do is I like to create two lists, and I have the first list where I put all of the activities that are causing the pain. So for example, if this is just related to exercise and back pain and movement, so I will put everything there that has been identified to cause me pain. So if I have pain walking fast, I'll put that down. If I have pain bending forward doing certain specific exercises, like I'm okay doing, say, the bridge exercise, but every single time I do the leg raise, I feel pain there, and I write it down. And then on the second list, you write every single thing that's okay, that's not triggering the pain, and it's okay to do. And then what you want to do is you want to compare those two lists and compare every single point that you wrote. Is there something in common there? Is there a common posture or common movement, and then a common load? So is there a posture that you're engaging in at least one or two things that is causing that where you're having the pain being triggered? So if you are, say, bending forward, bending backward, like extension. If you are having slouched shoulders, like if you're sitting, say you wrote that you experience more pain when after you're typing on the computer, after you're texting. So that means rounded shoulders, that's, you identified the posture that's creating more pain. But you're okay lying on your stomach, right? So that means extension is probably okay for you. So you start to identify those specific postures that are leading to pain, and then you also identify the movements. What are the movements that always trigger the pain? Even, is it stretching? Is it when you're doing too much bending forward? Is it when you're doing certain exercises? Is it when you are trying to squat down to lift something up? And then you want to move on to the load. What are the lows that usually trigger the pain? Is it when you go grocery shopping and you have to lift heavy bags? Is it when you go to the gym, like you're okay lifting things around your home, but when you go to the gym, then you experience more pain, you try to lift weights around? And also, at what point you are experiencing the pain? Is a 5-pound dumbbell okay to lift, but when you're trying to lift something heavier, then that's when the pain starts. So you want to always identify those things, and you also want to look at the pain-free activities. What is in common with those? You want to do more of those things, and always want to try to either avoid the pain triggers, or you want to modify them, at least until you start building more strength and you start desensitizing your body from the pain, because you're always triggering the pain. Everything is so sensitive to the triggers. Your tissues don't have the time to heal. So you want to eliminate or reduce those trigger activities until your body has the time to heal, regenerate, and desensitize from the pain. And then you can start doing them with proper form. You start correcting your posture, correcting your form. You introduce new exercises that are okay for your body, and then you move forward from there. Yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys that it's so important to be looking at every single thing you're doing. I know it takes some work, but what is more important than your health, right? You want to really be mindful of what you're putting in your body, of what you're doing on a daily basis. Really take care of your health. Look at it as like maintenance. This is how you maintain your body so that it stays strong, resilient, and you're not contributing to tissue damage over time. So if this makes sense, let me know. I would love to hear from you, and let me know if you have experienced something like that before, where you did something and then you experienced pain and you were able to exactly pinpoint what was it that triggered the pain. So I would love to hear back from you, and I'll see you guys next time.